Makeup time. So I think I'm just like chilling at home today, but I do want to go to like a cafe or something to get some coffee, and I wanted to try my new Morphe brushes. So I was like, why don't I just make a video? So I have like a little bit of a new setup. I have my DJI, but I got like a tripod and some lights that go on the DJI, and low key, it's like blinding me, but I'm hoping it'll make like the look of it better. So yeah, okay, we are gonna go in with the P. Louise base rumor in number 4. Alright guys, so I have been watching Sweet Magnolias. The new season came out. I think this is like season 5. And okay, it is like a little bit like kind of cringy, but I do really like watching it. Like it's cringy and then it's like overacting, but like it's still like really wholesome at the same time. Um I did watch some of last season, but I can't remember exactly what happened. But like the dad died, Bill, right? And they just like swooped past that. Um, which I guess he was like doing a lot of damage. He had like 3 different baby mamas. So, and then he didn't even like know about one kid, and then he was like having an affair, and it was really messy on his part. Um, but yeah, let's see. I've seen all the way up to the 4th episode, and it's like really dramatic in like the most anticlimactic kind of way. Like something serious will happen, like they're playing the baseball game, right? And then the Castlewood coach won't like shake his hand, and then he like throws his cap on the ground, and it's so like dramatic, right? But it's like he's doing that because he thinks the coach, or like the coach, Cal was a pro player, and so he's like, you were in the pros, and that's why you cheating is unfair. So I'm like, all that, and he's not even like playing, he's like coaching, and not all players make good coaches. So I'm like, I see like where the drama is from, but I'm like, you're doing too much. But yeah, what's it called? I'm still liking it. I feel like if you like kind of look past the fact that it's like kind of cringy. It's like kind of nice. Like I feel like they have really nice messages, and I think it's sweet how Dana Sue, Maddie, and Helen are like really like positive for one another. They're always like uplifting each other, and I'm like, that's that's cute. Eric is giving doing too much. Like it's giving the vibe that Helen and Eric won't get married because he's like such a secret keeper. And I think the secret that he is keeping is that like his family's just like really particular. And like his niece is here. I can't remember her name. But the way she like barged in was like, oh my god, you guys threw a party for me and you didn't even know I was coming. Who even are you? Like only one person knew you, and it was your uncle. So it was like that like wasn't necessary. What else? Oh, also in one of the episodes, Helen comes to see Eric, and Isaac's like, okay, let me go get him for you. And then Isaac goes and tells Eric, and he's like, your presence is requested at the front. Girl, why is so ominous? Just tell him his fiance is here. Like, why are you making it seem like the boogeyman is coming for him? Like, what? I don't know. Like, stuff like that. It's like every little thing is so dramatic. And I eat it up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna complain about it, but I'm gonna eat it up at the same time. I didn't get new eyeshadow brushes, so I'm going to just use my regular BK Beauty ones. And this is the ColourPop Cloud Spun. It's this beautiful pink palette. I'm not really like doing a whole lot, but I think I'm going to go in with Candy Fluff first, just like over my eyelids. And we'll go from there. Look at this soft pink. And I went in using the 201 brush, so I am thinking I'll just go in with like some, maybe I'll do the pixie sticks just to add some glitter. But yeah, so far what I've seen, Ty is not in this season, And I was reading something like before it started that he is not likely to come back, which, okay, fair, because like he's like being a rock star right now. But I feel like they should just recast him because I know, like, in the books, like, it's a book series, and I don't know everything because I didn't read it, but like, I think Ty and Annie do end up getting together, but like, after he gets another girl pregnant. And I'm like, please, let's not include that storyline. Let's just like recast them, and then like Annie and Ty can be live happily ever after. Do you know what I mean? Um, I know like the actor is like a dad, so maybe he just wants to focus on raising his kid. I'm not sure. Yeah, so I'm thinking they should recast him. Um, like that's how I feel personally. Um, but Annie seems to be having like two new love interests whose names I just like do not recall. So they're like so irrelevant to me. But I like watching her storylines. I like her character. Um, I skip like most of Kyle's storylines. So I'm like, you're always rehearsing for a play. And I love that for you, King, but I'm tired of it. For me. Okay, I did my eyeliner with the Rare Beauty. I did smudge it up a little bit, so we're gonna wait for it to dry and then I'm gonna add a little more eyeshadow. But yeah, where was I? Cal is a really good dad with Katie and Kyle. I think that's really cute. I'm like kind of interested to know. I feel like Katie's gonna call Cal dad. Call Cal. Yeah, that's what I said. Because I feel like there was like zero relationship with like Bill. While I'm waiting for this to dry, let's do eyebrows. I have to get my vanity set up so that way I'm not like rummaging. Yeah, what else did I want to talk about in this show? I had a feeling Maddie was gonna come back just because her family and her life is in Serenity and it wasn't gonna like make sense for her to be in New York. Um, but I'm glad she came back. I think her having a bookshop would be cool. Okay, I'm gonna be silent for this. Okay, now I'm just gonna gel my eyebrows. Um, I thought it was really cute that Cal stepped up as a dad. Um, yeah, what's it called? I don't really watch his scenes with Maddie. I don't really like watching the romantic scenes in general just because I'm like, it's not for me. So I skip. I think that's one thing I really like about the show. Anything I don't find interest in, I just skip. Like Kyle's storyline, Kyle with his girlfriend. Like, if they're like anything like deep in a relationship, I'm like, this is, I really don't care. It's not my business. Um, but yeah, I don't know if Ty is gonna come back at all. I hope he does come back. But like I said, I think they should just recast him. I don't think they should just like get rid of the character. Or they'll just be like he's on tour all this time. I don't think that makes sense. Just recast him. You can find another white boy. It's not that hard. Now I'm gonna curl my lashes. Guys, fun fact, I actually have a really hard time curling my lashes. Like I don't think I'm that good at it. Also the analogy of Alice in Wonderland and Maddie's Alice, that was like played out. Maybe it's because I didn't really like see Alice in Wonderland or like didn't care to get the dynamics, but I'm like, yes, we get it. Maddie is the redhead. Maddie is Alice. Do you know what I'm saying? Alright, I gotta log in. And like Ronnie is working on that bicycle tour situation, but I think I don't know if it's his boss or if it's co-worker, but I think she definitely has a crush on him. I don't remember that from last season because I know Maddie's mom is with Ronnie's co-worker's dad, but I'm like, I don't remember that happening. I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Baby Skin primer because this is silicone based and my foundation is also silicone based. So not that I've had an issue with the e.l.f. being patchy, but I just figured I'd give this a try to see if it's better. But yeah, she was like overly familiar with Ronnie, I felt. Um, I think like one thing that I really like about shows like this is like everything just like works out. You know, whether it's like through the power of friendship or because it's a TV show or like, you know what I mean? Everything just like works out. And I'm like that like nothing is super serious. And even when it is super serious, it's really not. So I like that. Like don't sweat the small stuff. I'm putting my foundation and then I'm gonna try using the Morphe like spatula situation. This is the M107. Um, oh, tea. Okay. It's very soft on the skin. I don't know if it's like if the brush is absorbing a lot of the makeup, but I feel like I put more foundation and like the brush kind of soaked it all in. And like I don't know if I want the brush to do that. Okay, this side's not that bad. Okay, this is new. This is different. Yeah, and then Isaac has a boyfriend, which I'm like, I don't remember from last season if that was like a thing last season. So this is like everywhere, and then I gotta go with the foundation brush to blend it in. I gotta, don't forget, like, avoid the under eyes because we are gonna be putting concealer there. I do think I'm gonna go in with like another layer of foundation. Now I'm gonna go in with the M102 foundation brush. Okay, I like this part, like the stem, very soft. I like how hard it is, very sturdy. I was hoping the brush would be a little denser just because if it's dense and close together, I feel like I have a more precise blend. But let's try it out. Okay, I still really like it. Okay, guys, this is positive. I was just talking to my mom, and she's like, "What is this white on your face?" I'm like, "Girl, I'm not done blending." She's like, "Why is it white?" I'm like, "Girl, I'm not done blending." Yeah, I feel like I don't remember a lot from last season just because I did do a lot of skipping around. Um, I don't know. I feel like last season I had like less of a bandwidth for cringe, and this season I'm like I'm all about the cringe. Um, I wish they gave Dana Sue better outfits. I don't know like what exactly. Like she was also in Drop Dead Diva, and they had her looking real good. But these outfits they just don't suit her vibe. I feel. Um, what else? I think it's really cute how Annie, Lily, and I can't remember the third girl's name who works with Helen. I think it's cute that they're like the mini Magnolias. Um, so it'd be like nice to see like maybe not a spin-off, but like if they ever do a time jump of the three of them living life, and then Lily I guess would marry Kyle. But that's like so out there. You know what I mean? Okay, guys, I feel like this did a really good job of blending. Like, look, it's very seamless blend. I I wanted to add more foundation, but I don't think I'm going to, just because I usually like to put more on, but I don't know, I don't need it. Um, I'm really like people are like less is more. I'm not that. That's like not me. If I can put more, I'll put more. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I feel like maybe if I put too much on, I'll get like a little cakey. But guys, this was a good brush. I am curious to see how much of it soaked up. That went in the bristles as opposed to my skin. But I like it because I didn't have to like with the when I'm doing foundation, I get it really close to the under eyes and then it gets creasy. This helped me keep it away from the under eyes, and I feel like it was so much easier to blend. So I like this brush. I'm happy with it. My mom was telling me that they used to like paint it on the face, the foundation before the beauty blender became a thing. Alright, contour time. For Ronnie's business, I feel like that owner lady is not being 100% truthful, and like it's not like a good business venture, and so he thinks they're gonna make like a lot of money, and I think they're just gonna go downhill, and like I feel sad for that guy. Cal, I saw him from Grey's Anatomy, and I know him. I think he was Matt, so that's where I like him from. I don't have a lot of products from Makeup by Mario. I think like this is my first one, but I also want to try the blush. I think it's like very pink or something, but I like how on one side it's the contour and on the other side it's the brush. It's like the same thing for the blush, so I like his products. This is just the first thing that I use, and he also has an eyeshadow palette that I'm like, this is stunning, but I have an eyeshadow palette coming, so like, do I really need it? You know. Alright, blush. So the blush brush that I got from Morphe is for powder, so I'm gonna use one of my BK Beauty brushes. And you guys know I like to go blush heavy, but I'm trying to work on that. So less dots this time around. Okay. I feel like that's a good middle ground, you know? I don't know if this is like even a good brush. This is the cream contour bronzer and blush. No, if it's good for cream contour, then it should be good for cream blush. This is the 106. Oh, I love a good pinky. I wanna try doing the transition blushes, but I feel like I don't have like a good handle on it just yet, or like I don't have like a good handle with, like I can use powder and I like it, but I feel like I still need to just get a little bit better before I can try the transition blush technique. Maybe that's just me overthinking, but I don't know. So love how that's blended in. Now we are gonna go in with the concealer, and I am most excited to try the concealer brush from Morphe. Okay, so to the chin, under eyes. I know some people do like the reverse contouring with the concealer going here, but I don't really like to do that. I feel like if I add concealer there, my blush gets patchy. Alright, so this is the, sorry, one second, M132. Oh yes, look at it, guys. You see the way that I'm just tapping it, and you see how good it's blending in? Perf. I feel like it'll be the best for under eyes. Yes. Girl, look at that. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? The way that I just spilled powder all over myself and my cap, I wanted to open the like strainer situation for my Huda Beauty powder, and it got everywhere. I opened it the other day, and then I was like, you know what, let me close it. If I opened it once, I can open it again. False. False. I can't open it again. But I'm hoping since these are smaller, it'll be easier to do. T. These are the small. Okay, no, I want this to be opened. BRB. Okay, we got it open. So Oh yes, doing it with smaller one. So much better. I'm trying to think of what else in the show I could talk to you guys about because I've actually like been making notes. I don't think I made notes on that many things, and then like I kind of forgot too. And then if you bake it, that means you like set it for some time, right? You leave it for some time? Sure, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna let it sit, and then I'm gonna puff it in. Psych, I'm not puffing it in. I have the powder brush M164. Let's use that. So far I'm really liking the Morphe brushes and I'm impressed. Oh, okay. You see how that seamlessly, oh, guys, you see that? See as it's seamlessly blending into the skin. Okay, okay, okay. I see you, Morphe. I see you doing your thing. Spray. For first, spray, yeah. Oh. Okay. Powder time. And by powder time, I meant bronzer time. So I'm going to use the M203. This is a powder blush brush, but since I got two, I was like, let me use one for bronzer and one for blush. So, guys, these brushes. I used to have the old Morphe brushes and they were okay. I felt that they used to shed a lot, and like that has been my problem with a lot of different brushes. Like I know with MAC, theirs sheds a lot too, but that was like a long time ago. That was like 2019. So I'm sure they've done like a rebrand because everything is slay. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm living for it. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the M203 again for my powder blush. Both lights ended up dying, but does it look better like this? I don't know. I did want to film in D-Log so I could get used to editing and, you know, but I'm like, I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to go in with this blush, and then the real test to know how good a brush is after you have cleaned it at home, if it's still really good. Because it's amazing when it's like first out of the package, and that's fabulous. But what about when I'm doing makeup all the time and I have to clean my brushes like once a week? Will they still hold up? That's the real test. And you guys know I have blush blindness, but I'm really working on it. And I do feel like this is a good amount. Okay, we're gonna spray again. Okay, let's see what lippies I have in here. Perfect. I have lipstick and a lip gloss, so. Okay, Diva. I'm going to go in with my second setting spray. like it. You guys see I'm in peaches. I like it. But yeah, that was my makeup tutorial for the day and my thoughts on Sweet Magnolias thus far and some random chit chat because I just like yapped this entire video. But I also have the Huda pink powder that I haven't tried, so I definitely will make a video on that. And then I think I'm gonna make a full-length review on the Morphe brushes when I've tried it a couple times and have a better handle on it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!